They carved their homes into mountains. They built palaces inside stone. They believed their power made them untouchable. This was the nation of Thama, and to them was sent one of their own, Sali, peace be upon him. He called them to worship one god. They mocked him. They demanded a miracle from solid rock. Then the mountain cracked, and a living Shikamal emerged before their eyes. A clear sign. A divine test, a final mercy. But pride is stronger than stone. Whispers turned into a deadly plan. The miracle was killed, and a 3-day warning began. On the final morning, a scream tore through the sky. The earth shook, hearts stopped. Their mountain palaces became silent graves, and the desert still carries the echo when truth stands before you. Arrogance can destroy everything. Thousands of years ago, in the vast lands of northern Arabia, there rose a civilization that believed it had mastered the earth itself. This was the nation of Thamida, people of strength, intelligence, and extraordinary architectural power. They weren't simple desert dwellers. They carved their homes directly into mountains. Massive entrances were decorated with detailed designs. Tall stone facades rose toward the sky, with deep chambers cut with precision into solid rock. Entire neighborhoods were hidden inside cliffs. What they built still stands today in places like Al-Hayr. Silent but powerful evidence of their skill. When you saw their city, you saw confidence. When you heard their leaders speak, you heard arrogance. They controlled the trade routes. Their lands were fertile. Their livestock were strong, and their wells were deep. They felt secure in every sense, economically, physically, and socially. And that security slowly turned into pride. They began to say, "Who is stronger than us?" They believed the mountains made them untouchable. They believed no enemy could defeat them. They believed their future was guaranteed. But strength without gratitude leads to corruption. The rich oppressed the poor. The powerful manipulated the weak. Injustice spread quietly, and above all, idols filled their lives. Statues carved by their own hands became their gods. Stone, worshipping stone. That is when Allah sent a messenger from among them, someone they knew well. Salih, peace be upon him. He was not an outsider. He grew up among them. They knew his family and trusted his honesty. Before the revelation, they respected him deeply. He was calm, wise, and soft-spoken. No one expected him to stand one day in the public square and say, "Oh, my people, worship Allah alone. You have no God other than Him. He created you from this earth and gave you strength. Seek His forgiveness and return to Him." The words struck the crowd like a sudden wind. At first, there was confusion, then laughter, then anger. The leader stepped forward. "Oh, Salih, we used to have hope in you. Now you want us to abandon what our fathers worshipped." This wasn't just about religion. It was about power. If the people followed Salih, the elite would lose control. The idols were not only spiritual symbols, they were political tools. Authority was built around them. Salih continued patiently. He reminded them of past nations. He warned them of arrogance. He spoke of accountability and mercy. But pride hardens the heart. So they demanded proof, not a simple sign. They pointed toward a massive rock formation outside the city. "If you are truly sent by God, bring forth from this solid rock a living, pregnant Shikamil before our eyes." They believed it was impossible. Stone does not produce life, but they underestimated the power of the one who created stone. The people gathered. The desert wind slowed. Salih prayed. The ground trembled. A crack appeared in the rock. Dust burst into the air. And before their eyes from lifeless stone emerged a huge, living Shikamil. Breathing, moving, alive. Silence fell over the crowd. Some dropped to their knees. Others stepped back in fear. The miracle stood there as undeniable proof. Salih said, "This is the Shikam El Avalia. Clear sign for you." Leave her to graze freely in the land. She will drink from the well one day, and you will drink the next. Do not harm her, or a severe punishment will seize you. It was not an impossible command. Just share the water. Respect the miracle. Obey the Creator. For a moment, it seemed like they might believe, but wounded pride does not surrender easily. The leaders felt exposed. Their authority was shaking, and in the shadows of their carved mountain holes, a dark plan began to form. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, consider subscribing for more content like this.